So on Wednesday, the big presentation was unveiled. Barcelona finally announced Marcus Rashford, and I think that the whole, atmosphere from the fans is very much positive, enthusiastic, because many do believe that Marcus Rashford is going to be bringing something special to this club. However, I do want to speak about Barcelona's financials because we have to also understand what obstacles Joan Laporta has to go through for the next couple of weeks to make sure that this team is the team that's going to carry us over for the rest of this season. Because right now, there are a few players that are not La Liga approved. They are not registered. But before we go into that, I want to speak about Pau Victor first, because Pau Victor will be leaving FC Barcelona and he is heading to SC Braga in Portugal for a total of 12 million euros plus 3 million euros in add-ons, according to The Athletic. This striker has only started in 2 La Liga matches under Hansi Flick last season. He barely did play. And I mean, when you look at Ferran Torres' performance, Lewandowski's performance, of course, Pau Victor was not going to get a lot of game time, especially with Dani Olmo sometimes seeing the false 9 role. You added Marcus Rashford in this summer. Going into the next season with the exact same team, Pau Victor needed to go somewhere else. His minutes were going to end up being non-existent. So far, FC Barcelona have loaned out Ansu Fati to Monaco, Pablo Torre to Mallorca, Álex Valle to Como for 6 million euros, Lenglet to Atletico Madrid for free, but the biggest sell here, it is about Pau Victor for 12 million euros. Now, just to be very clear, Girona is going to be getting around 30% of this transfer fee, meaning that Barcelona is only going to be receiving 10 million euros. I don't know how much they're going to get from the add-ons. I don't know if they're also going to share that as well, but for sure, Barcelona will be receiving 10 million euros, which is really good. Many have said that, if this was Real Madrid would have sold Pau Victor for 20 million euros. I don't think so. I think that Barcelona sold Pau Victor at the best possible price and at the highest possible price. 10 million euros for him, who barely played, is a lot of money. For context, Trent Alexander-Arnold, who came from Liverpool going to Real Madrid, cost 10 million euros. Stankovic, who came from Inter Milan and went to Club Brugge in the summer of 2025, went to that club for 10 million euros. Trent played for 2,000 plus minutes. Stankovic played 3,000 minutes. And like I've said, they were both sold for 10 million euros. And then here we are with FC Barcelona selling Pau Victor for 10 million euros, if not 10.5 million euros as well. And he barely played. He only played 350 or 450 minutes. So this job and operation that was held by Joan Laporta, it is a phenomenal job. Now, why are we so focused on us selling players? Why do we celebrate these sales so much? That is because Barcelona do need exits. So let's welcome back the conversation of Marcus Rashford, because La Liga has not approved the registration of any of these signings, which does include Marcus Rashford, Szczesny, Joan Garcia, and Rooney Bardi. So even though Joan Laporta presented Marcus Rashford, they signed the papers, it does not mean that he is eligible to play in the league. So on the surface, knowing that this is a loan move, the fact that there is going to be a purchase option of 30 million euros in the summer of 2026, on the surface, it looks like a win-win situation, but under the hood is where it does get very complicated. Like I've said, I don't want to take anything away from this operation that Joan Laporta has created, right? Because we even made Marcus Rashford reduce his pay from 15 to 25%, so going from 19.5 million euros a season to 14 million euros a season pre-tax. It is phenomenal work. However, Barcelona is still over La Liga's strict salary limit. Without any new revenues or more exits, Rashford won't be able to play. This is the exact same situation that scared off Nico Williams. Barcelona were ready to activate his 58 million euro release clause. They had the money. They can spend money if they want to, and they still have that money, by the way, because they have not released it to a player like Nico, and Marcus Rashford came in for free, which is a loan deal. But going back to the conversation, Barcelona were ready, but Nico Williams and the agent wanted a guarantee that he will be registered, and Deco said, no, I refuse. We cannot give you that guarantee. If you want guarantees, I am sorry, but I'm going to have to pull out this release clause. I'm not going to give you guys 58 million euros. I'm sorry. We're going to have to step away. And that is why Nico Williams at the end stayed at Athletic Club. So as of now, Barcelona is hoping to use a 100 million euro financial lever by selling the VIP seats, but La Liga has yet to approve this revenue. And yes, it is valid towards the salary cap, but La Liga is moving very slow. Barcelona have only received 28 million euros from the 100 million euros that was supposed to be injected. So the investors have yet to give us the 72 million euros remaining, and that money is very important for us. So as of now, moving the VIP seat sale aside, assuming that they don't give us the remaining 72, Barcelona have other options. They could sell Marc-Andre ter Stegen. That can save us 28 million euros. However, ter Stegen says that he does not want to leave, so it does give us a big problem there. Another thing Barcelona can do is using the injury registration workaround, meaning that, oh yeah, because ter Stegen is injured, that means that we're going to take him off the registered list and fit in other players. It's very similar to what Barcelona did last summer between Christensen and Dani Olmo. They saw Christensen injured and they said, okay, we are going to unregister Christensen and register Dani Olmo now with the salary space. Let me know in the comment sections down below. What do you think Barcelona should do to bring in more income? What players would you sell right now that we have that would allow us to register the players that we have just signed? So meanwhile, Marcus Rashford has also been handed the number 14 shirt that has been famously worn by Thierry Henry at Barcelona. Now keep in mind, since Thierry Henry up until today, multiple other players have worn the number 14 shirt. So it's not like a sacred type of number. We have seen Mascherano wear it for 8 to 7 years. Malcolm also wore it. Coutinho also wore it. Joao Felix also wore it. Nico Gonzalez, who now plays at Man City, also wore the number 14 shirt. It had its ups and downs. I do believe that since Thierry Henry, Mascherano has represented the number 14 shirt the best. So I do hope that in the coming days, Marcus Rashford does get registered, and he was expected to debut on July 27th against Vissel Kobe. But that is going to be for a whole other different conversation, maybe for a separate video, because this game is no longer going to happen. There has been some promoters that have said that we're no longer going to pay FC Barcelona for playing over here. So it is a situation that we're going to be talking about in a later date. So Barcelona's summer strategy is very clear. Offload youth players that we may not need, maybe some other bench players from the first team that we never really used, like Pau Victor. If we do need to sign somebody else, maybe look out for strategic loans like Marcus Rashford. And most importantly, hope that we solve this revenue situation and that we can inject more money in this summer to register and sign new players in the next 4 to 5 weeks. Marcus Rashford also expressed his enthusiasm on representing FC Barcelona, and this is what he said, and I quote, "It's simple. I want to win the biggest trophies, and I feel like Barcelona as a club is a huge club in the football world. It's the perfect place to go and win the biggest trophies. You see with the team last season, they have a very young and ambitious team. I want to come here and add my quality and personality and help the team win." And then he talked about the importance of Flick in this move, and he stated, if I'm at FC Barcelona, it's also because of Hansi Flick. The conversations I had with him was very positive. He has proven to be one of the top coaches. He has led a young team to such a successful season, and he has returned to the preseason wanting even more. If you guys want to find out what Flick and Marcus Rashford did discuss in that conversation before he did sign for FC Barcelona, go look at my previous video. It's all explained there. And so that is it. That is going to be wrapping up today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.